Hello, welcome to Latest Wealth. My dear friends, I am Kailash. I am the financial advisor as well as wealth coach. I have been conducting a lot of workshops, training classes, and I am a keynote speaker also. And most of the people will be asking, sir, which sector we have to invest? And most of the beginners, they don't have any idea about which sector is useful, which sector is profitable. So, especially when you are doing fundamental analysis as well as technical analysis, you should know about which sector is going to perform in nearby future. That's why we thought, why don't we prepare one video on the sectors? Not one video, we have to prepare almost more than 50 videos. In this online class, we are going to create awareness about cables sector. Let us start. Cable sector group, capital goods, classification, commodity business. My dear friends, the wires and cable sector was very long history, and recent past, last decade, it has shown a significant growth in cables sector. Earlier it was a small sector, but nowadays it is going to be one big sector because there is a huge demand for electrical appliances and electrical equipments. Consumer base is keep on increasing. That's why it has come to one major sector. As an investor, you must focus on this sector also. Some script should be in your portfolio from this sector. That's my opinion. According to market research, will be a growing industry. Almost you may expect 16% CAGR by the 2020. And actually this prediction was made around 5 years back. But now it is proving that almost 16% CAGR you may expect by 2020. By 2023 it may be 10.3% CAGR as per market research analyst. There are, I can say, 3 points. One is the government is more interested in improving infrastructure. Wherever the infrastructure comes and it needs a lot of electrical equipments, electronic equipments, electric machinery, wherever it is there, it is related with the cable industry. Second, nowadays the government is coming up with the smart city concept. So whenever the smart city concept, they are going to invest huge amounts in the smart city developments. So it helps in growing of cable industry. The third is the Make India initiative. With the Make India initiative, what happened is local small entrepreneurs are coming up with innovative ideas, and when more entrepreneurs are coming up, more industries are coming up, naturally they need electricity as well as this electric cable. The 3 points definitely very positive points for cables industry growth, my friends. Moreover, there is a huge demand for data cables, insulated cables, and data communication, and industry is growing. Earlier it was restricted to only big cities. Now it is expanding to tier 1, tier 2 and tier 3. Small villages also it's going to expand. That's why there is a huge demand for insulated wires, insulated cables, and naturally there will be growth of this industry. These are the 4 points I can say. In addition to that, you can have more opportunities in this industry. One more opportunity what I am seeing is HVDC cables. For last few years there is a heavy demand and as well as a wonderful sales for the HVDC cables. Obviously, it is going to create a good returns and fruitful positive environment for the cable industry. Actually, due to their benefits like a reduced transmission losses, lightweight. Actually, HVDC cables are going to play a vital role, especially in the energy transmission sector, because there is a very nominal lossage of energy. Now let us see what are the future prospects of this industry. Number one, as you know that economy is growing. When the economy is growing, there is a heavy demand in industries and electrical sector, which leads to positive response to this cable industry. So there is a heavy turnover for this energy and power sector. Two is a rapid urbanization. You might have seen for last 15-20 years there is a rapid urbanization, and everywhere the mobile internet, broadband configuration and there is a heavy demand for internet usage among the rural as well as urban population, so it's also going to help for cable industry. The third point is, nowadays the government is taking a lot of initiation in power sectors as well as transmission line towers. It will help you to improve the cable sector. Fourth point, let us see what is the fourth point. Now you might be seeing that most of the government policies are favorable for the broadband and interconnectivity and internet usage among the urban as well as semi-urban areas, where it is going to help a lot of people. Naturally, it is going to be useful factor for the cable industry. Now let us go into advantages as per the investment point of view. This is the future of that industry. We are talking about advantages for you as an investor. Number one advantage is, naturally there is a heavy demand for power supply lines as well as broadband connection lines, internet connection lines, cable lines. So what will happen? More consumption means more sales. More sales means more profit. And sometimes government is also giving subsidy and government is encouraging this industry. So there is a positive thing from this sector. Second is, there is a heavy demand of internet and broadband connections in the tier 2, tier 3 towns, cities, as well as there is a heavy demand in rural areas, because we know that our Indian population is almost 70% is located in rural areas. Nowadays government is taking initiation to broadband connections in rural areas. Naturally, it will be a very, very big positive point for this cable industry. Let's go into disadvantages. Disadvantages is, one is, there are a lot of unorganized sector in this industry. And that too, they are producing low quality, cheap quality and duplicate material. And what's happening is, due to duplicate and due to cheap quality and हिंदी में बोलने से 2 नंबर क्वालिटी मिलने का वजह से, with the companies which are producing high quality and good quality material, in the price war they may have to compromise on the quality. Otherwise, if they are not compromised on quality, if they are not giving cheap quality products to, especially for the rural areas, there may be big blow for their margins. Because you know that most of the Indians, I'm not blaming India, I'm also Indian, and some of the people, they focus on cheaper material, they are not worried about quality. So what's happening? That is going to give adverse effect on this cable industry. Second disadvantage is, there is a heavy volatility in copper prices. Raw material copper is continuous. If you see in commodity exchange or commodity market also, there is a heavy volatility in copper market, so which is a main raw material for this cable. So once again, the price fluctuations as well as the raw material production cost, raw material quantity of production, it is directly going to affect the margin of this industry. Next point. The third is, generally the biggest negative effect of this cable sector is the raw material, that copper, most of the copper quantity is imported from other countries. Whenever the rupee value decreases, it will affect the margins of the industry. So directly it is proportional with the rupee exchange price. Fourth is, there may be demand from the suppliers, production or supply of the raw material, especially for the fiber glass. There is a few suppliers for the fiberglass, and it is going to affect the optic cable industry in long run. Fifth is, there is an increasing use of wireless community. So wireless communications, it is going to dampen this cable sector. Of course, not much, but significant drop may be there in this sector. So you decide. We have explained about advantages and disadvantages. Now let us go, who are the main players in this industry. Key player companies in stock market. Some of the major players operating in Indian insulated wire and cable market are Polycab Wires Private Limited, Havells India Limited, Finolex Cables, KEI Industries, RR Cable Limited, Universal Cables Limited, Uniflex Cables Limited, V-God Industries, Gupta Power Infrastructure Limited, KEC International Limited. My dear friends, hope this episode was very, very useful, and if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. We are going to create some wonderful videos to help you how you can become rich in your life. We are going to create videos on stock market, real estate, as well as business and wealth Thank you very much for sparing your valuable time. Till we meet again, enjoy a bit of life. Have a nice day and bye bye. Thank you very much. Kailash is logging off.